Hello students, welcome back to the YouTube channel. Today we are going to continue the chapter which we have not completed in the last video, right? And the name of the chapter is Energy and Power Resources, chapter number 6. In that you have to turn to page number 63, second column I am going to read, and that is Renewable Resources. In renewable resources, basically three parts are given. In first part, we are going to discuss about solar energy. In second part, we are going to discuss about wind energy. And in the last part, we are going to discuss about hydro energy. So let us discuss it one by one. Now, when we talk about solar energy, so solar energy, how it is generated, that you remember. So it is generated with the help of solar cells. Solar cells are used in order to generate electricity. Now, which are the places where solar energy is generated? So these solar energy is generated in tropical countries. Now, why in tropical countries? Because their sunshine is in abundance. Now, the third important point which you have to remember here in solar energy, that is, solar energy is used for lighting and heating. Now the fourth point which are given, actually not in point, in your book, though in paragraph it is given, but I am just breaking it into points so that you can remember it nicely. The last point which I just want to mention, that which are the countries who produces, right, which are the countries who are the major producers of solar energy. So they are India, China, Japan, Germany, USA, Italy, France. So there are basically 7 countries are mentioned in your book, but you can underline, you can name any 5. Now the second part, that is wind energy. Now how wind energy is generated, first of all. So wind energy is generated with the help of windmills. And where these windmills are kept? So these windmills are kept in dry and coastal regions. Now one more thing you need to remember here, that these windmills are connected to a generator, and this is how wind energy is generated. Now when we talk about the major countries, the countries which are the major producers of wind energy, so they are Netherlands, Germany, Denmark, UK, USA and Spain. You can name any 5. Now the last part, which is hydroelectricity. So you remember, when we talk about hydroelectricity, obviously we are talking about how electricity is generated by water. So with the movement of water. So that you remember, hydroelectricity is produced by the movement of water. It is mentioned in your book, you are going to underline that. It is usually generated near dams or rivers or waterfalls. Now the countries which are the biggest producers of hydroelectricity, you mention any 5 countries name, like USA, Canada, Europe, Africa, China and India. So India is also one of them. Now there is a table given in which some major hydropower projects in India in the past, still it is going on. So these are given. So these are very important because in the very first column it is given, the name of the projects are given, and just beside that column it is given that that particular project is connected to which river, so that you are going to learn by heart. So go through it. It means it's my request. Now the last point of this chapter, the last part of this chapter is how to conserve energy or power. Now first of all, you remember why it is important for a country, for a citizen even, to conserve power or energy. Because you see, especially in overpopulated countries or a country where population is very high, right, it is very important to conserve resources. Otherwise a day would come where resources will be less and people will be more. So there will be a war because of resources, right? So in order to make a country economically developed, in order to develop a country economically, in order to keep that development, it is very important for each and every one to save energy and power. Now how can we save energy or power? So there are 4 steps given. These are the 4 measures which you can follow. The first measure is 3 R's. 3 R's means reuse, recycle and reduce. 3 R's. Okay? The second point is, we should not use, means instead of use, we cannot say not use, but instead of using non-renewable resources, you should try to use renewable resources like solar energy, wind energy, hydro energy instead of using coal and petroleum, because non-renewable resources are limited, right? But renewable resources are unlimited. Now the third important thing, that we should avoid wastage of resources. Avoid wastage of any resource, coal, petroleum, anything, electricity, whatever we have, whatever we are getting. So we should try to reduce. We should try to, if we are suppose if you are not there in the room and your fan is still on and you are thinking it's okay, 5 minutes or 10 minutes only, no. But you should think about it. Even that 5 minutes and 10 minutes also matter. You should not waste electricity even for 1 minute. You should not waste even a drop of water too. So these important things you should remember, because resources are limited for us. Now the last important point is use public transport. Public transport or carpooling also you can say. So these measures you can do. Carpooling we have already discussed in the chapter, the atmosphere. Right? Carpooling means you are managing with somebody else's car. Suppose there is one car and you are managing with your friends. Instead of taking out your own personal vehicle, you are going in all the friends together. You booked a car and you are going somewhere. So this, obviously, instead of taking out 4 vehicles, you are going four of you are going in one vehicle. So obviously there is a you are obviously reducing the resources, reducing the use of resources. So these are the 4 ways through which you can conserve energy resources. So I hope students you have understood whatever topics I have discussed in this video. I am just revising the things which we have discussed. We have discussed about renewable resources. In renewable resources we have discussed solar energy, wind energy and hydro energy. And after that eventually we have discussed about how to conserve energy resources. So there were 4 steps. First step is 3 R's: reduce, reuse and recycle. Second step, instead of using non-renewable resources, we should use renewable resources. Third step was avoid wastage of resources, and the fourth one was use public transport. Remember students, along with this video, one assignment will also be attached to it. In that assignment 3 questions are given. So don't panic, because those 3 questions are given whatever I have taught you in this video. Having any doubts, you can ask with the help of comment section. I will see you in the next video with a new chapter. Till then, take care. Bye bye.